Hello, beautiful friends. This is Erica with Crystal Rose Insights, here to do a special reading for Divine Feminine. We're going to take a look right now at what Divine Feminine is needing to work on, what she's needing to heal, what might be potentially blocking her from continuing to move forward to union, and whatever messages Spirit wants to come out. And before we get started, just a couple quick announcements. I am now starting my Instagram channel, so I'm still very new to it, but I am posting things over there that I don't post here. We'll do little card pulls and a little quick videos over there. Also going to be doing some longer videos over there as well. So if you haven't followed me over on Instagram, I am now over there, just kind of getting it started. So it's Crystal Rose Insights, just the same as this here on YouTube. So yeah, just getting to know that platform and starting to navigate through that, and I'm excited to do things over there. So with that also, I did just implement a booking system for my live sessions. So if you want, just a regular recorded reading, then just simply, use the PayPal link and send me your email and all that, just like we did before. But if you're wanting to do a live session, I have implemented a scheduling software, which is super easy to use. You just pick a time. It calculates time zones for you already. You don't have to do any math. We don't have to go back and forth on where do you live in the world and all of that. And I only offer a limited number of live sessions per week, so just because they take a lot of energy, and so I only offer a limited number. So if you've been interested in doing that, I'd suggest going on and booking that so that you can at least grab your time with me. And what else? I guess that's about it. But if you do want a reading with me, all the information is down below. So we have here this green calcite. This is a real beautiful stone for emotional healing. It's beautiful energy for helping with emotional wounds or emotional problems between people that are very close to us. So family members, loved ones, all of that. Green calcite is just such a lovely, lovely, lovely energy. If you want to look up the metaphysical properties of green calcite, you might get some additional messages for you as to what it's here to help support for you specifically. So let's see what's up for Divine Feminines right now. What is she needing to work on? What is she in the process of healing? Because this is a very healing, purging time right now. And again, these videos are timeless, so whenever you see this video and it resonates, that's when it's meant for you. But let's see what's coming up for Divine Feminine right now. Divine Feminine Collective. We're getting harmony. And again, the way to get very specific messages just for you is obviously to do a private reading. But let's see what's coming up for the collective. I have many people who say these readings here, it's like I'm doing a private reading for them. So if that's you, that's great. That's what they're supposed to be here for, is to help support. And we're getting friendship. And I'm going to pull one more. Divine guidance. Okay, beautiful. So right now I'm feeling right away right off the bat that this particular group of Divine Feminines I'm tuning into, they're in the process of really looking and evaluating at certain relationships they have in their lives, relationships with friends, with coworkers, but ultimately people in their lives that maybe have been around for a while, where there's not been a lot of harmony. There's not been a lot of, there's like an energetic disconnect at this point. Maybe you've outgrown these friends, sometimes, especially if you're on a real ascension path and a growth path and someone else is not, what you may have kind of connected on before may not really resonate for you anymore. It doesn't mean you're better than them or they're better than you or anything like that. It's literally just an energetic thing. And so it feels like there might be something going on in some close relationships in your lives, Divine Feminine, that are causing some challenges for you. And it's bringing stuff up. Maybe it's stuff from the past that has never been discussed. Maybe it's old patterns that used to put up with, but now you're putting up that boundary and saying, like, I don't want to put up with this anymore. You've always been this way to me. So there is some sort of element coming through here for me, a message around friendships and harmony in those friendships. And what's interesting is that sometimes we have to let go of something in order to bring something new in. I know with in my own life and also in many of my clients' lives, this has been a process for Divine Feminine. is to create the space. You know, when you let something go, something else new and better and more aligned can come in for you. It's kind of the cyclical nature of life. And some people are here just for a season in our lives, and they've served their purpose. We've learned our lessons from them. We've cleared the karma from them. Or we've worked through the karma that we had to work through in that relationship. And now it's on to the next thing, right? On to something else that's next for our soul's evolution. Because we're also getting divine guidance here. So what's interesting is that this particular, I feel like this part of this process is listening to divine guidance. You're getting some signs. You're learning to trust the signs, Divine Feminine. You're learning to really trust that what you're getting or what you're feeling or what Spirit is bringing to you, and the signs of in synchronicities, in messages, through songs, whatever it is. This feels like this is something you're really opening up to. I know many of my clients, even from when I started working with them until now, it's like there's this massive shift, and it's like they've opened the floodgates of their communication with the divine. And it's so exciting and beautiful to see this happening, because it's like they're realizing they're not in this alone, and they have a partner that's here to support and give guidance for the highest good, and to listen and interact with this energy. It's really where we come from. And so this is part of where the Divine Feminine is in her process, in terms of that really solidifying that open portal is what they're saying. There's like an open portal to the divine that the Divine Feminine is really now starting to just understand and to start to trust more and more. You know, it's like that you're at that phase where it's like you have these synchronicities and you're thinking, did I just imagine that? Or is that wishful thinking? But you're really in the process of shifting into, oh my gosh, that was such a sign. Yes, that's definitely what I hear you, Spirit. Yes, thank you for that. You know, as opposed to questioning it and wondering if, like, there's that little intuitive nudge. Now it's more like, oh, I just got an email from the divine. Thank you. Okay, yes, I got it. Instead of, wait, did I just hear a whisper in my ear? So it's making that transition to where you're starting to really hear it and know it and trust it. So let's see where you're at also, Divine Feminine, in your soul's journey right now. Pull 3. One for the harmony. We're getting asked with sincerity. So this is about you asking for signs from the divine of how to bring this harmony in. So it's the same message we're getting here with this divine guidance. So not only listening to the divine guidance, thank you for reminding me of that, Spirit. It's also about actively asking. So it's not just, oh, let's see what Spirit brings me next. Part of the journey is also actively participating in the conversation, saying, if you're struggling with something, saying, Spirit, can you show me something that will give me clarity on what I need to do next or what I need to know? So it's part of that asking. And they're also saying, don't push the envelope, right? With some friends. Isn't that interesting? This is about like not overdoing it, and like don't go poke a sleeping bear. It's just, you just know better than to do that. So if there's any friendships here that's happening with, where it's like you really kind of want to say something because you want to say something, Spirit's almost saying like, I don't know if you might need to do that. You may not even need to go there. Just the awareness of the differences and what it's not worth. And I'm seeing the 7 of Wands here as I'm saying this. So, you know, picking your battles. It's like, yeah, don't push the envelope in that environment. It feels like there's definitely something. They're saying like, yeah, you might realize this about these friends, but it's just not worth it because they're not of the same consciousness as you right now, and therefore it's just not going to end well. And there's just no need. And all things in moderation. So this is about balance, right? So this is about balancing. This could be also that you're in the process of bringing, you know, getting healthier when it comes to what you're eating, maybe breaking some addictions, maybe, you know, it's not all or nothing, right? The gray area could be really good. So here's this bird with this cookie, and this bird has just a crumb, and this bird has, you know, a few crumbs. In the middle is a good thing. Okay. Let's see what else is up for Divine Feminines to work through right now. Let's see what Divine Feminine is, needs to surrender at this stage. So if this is resonating for you, let's see what's important for you to surrender right now. Surrender fear. Let go of the fearful stories you're telling yourself. Stay in the moment and focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. So this is continuing to let go of fear. When the fear crops up, squash it. Let it go. And oh my gosh, surrender to non-action, surrender procrastination. These two exact cards came out in the reading I just did for the Divine Masculine. Are you freaking kidding me? So this is confirmation. Guys, if you haven't seen that video, I just did a channeled message from Divine Masculine to Divine Feminine before I did this. I'm posting it. I don't know which one I'm posting first, but this exact card came out for Divine Feminine, and it came through. I thought it was intended originally for advice for what the Divine Masculine needed to surrender, but with the other cards around it, I started to get clear that this was not a message about what he's surrendering. He's telling you or advising you to surrender to non-action, and here it is. So this is just further confirmation that it's about you. Be still, don't act, focus on your own power, and let others come to you. Let the Divine Masculine come to you. You don't have to push. I mean, isn't this amazing? Don't push the envelope. Don't force anything. Don't try to move things forward. Surrender to non-action. Let things lie. Let people come to you. If you've had a disconnect with somebody, close family member or friend, and it's like you want to resolve it, like let them come to you. Don't push the envelope. Let them open up to you if they're going to, but just kind of let like you don't have to do. Remember, because Divine Feminine really has, like, part of the Divine Feminine embodiment is in the receptivity, being able to receive gracefully instead of do, because doing is masculine energy, right? And we have balance of both, masculine and feminine, but the Divine Feminine needs to know when to receive, and now is a time for you to receive and to surrender procrastination. This feels very much like, again, if you've been trying to change something in your lifestyle, in your habits, this is the time to do it, okay? And the Divine is leading you to this. But it also can be relating to where you are in your mission work. If you are opening up to that and you've been wanting to try something, but you're not quite sure how it's going to work out, and how is this all going to happen? The Divine, this is what I posted over on Instagram at the beginning of the month, by the way, the energies for the month for Divine Feminine. Go check out that little post over on Instagram. It was, I don't remember the date I posted it, but it was the theme for the Divine Feminine for July. And this is further supporting this right here. I feel like I want to pull one more card here. Yes, I know what I want to pull. So I want to see what angel, god, or goddess is going to support you. Which of these divine beings are supporting you right now in your healing journey, Divine Feminine? I'm going to actually pull, I'm going to get 3. Okay, so we've got 2 here. The Goddess of the Sacred Path, Angel of Vision. So it says, let go of logic and trust your intuition. So this is, again, reinforcing this divine guidance message, right? So this is about trusting intuition and trusting your heart and not your head. And the Angel of Vision, it says somebody is not revealing part of the story, so trust your feelings over what others say. So again, I'm getting drawn here with this to this don't push the envelope card, which is you're not being told the whole story. And so this is about you having this vision, sitting back, trusting your feelings, like looking beyond the surface. Look at how these laser eyes are looking below the surface of what someone's doing or saying. You know, it's like that old saying, watch what I do, not what I say. Do as I do, not what I say. That's a combination of a few different sayings. I'm sorry. It's not what you say. It's a conversation I always have with my daughter. It's like, people can say anything to your face, but it's what's the energy underneath it, and what are they actually, how are they behaving? That's what you need to watch, not rely on what they're telling you. Okay, let me get one more. So this is about discernment, Divine Feminine. And we're also getting the Angel of Pleasure. Take pleasure in the things that you do. You know, this is so Divine Feminine. pleasure, sensuality, flow, creativity, dance, movement, all of that is when we get rigid and deny ourselves pleasure. You know, what makes us, you know, pleasure can be so many things. Certainly it can be intimate sexuality, sensuality. That's certainly one form of pleasure, but there are other forms of pleasure. Taking a bubble bath with essential oils and candles, that's pleasure. Getting a massage, you know, honoring the body, just enjoying, getting present with everything that you're doing, and just, it's like enjoying that bite of food. You know, don't sit down and make even if you live alone, sit down, set the table, make yourself a nice little, when you make dinner for yourself, set the table, put out candles, pour a glass of wine or water or tea or coffee, whatever you want, but be present and take and pleasure in that. Like, you know, when you go out to, instead of just eating in front of the television mindlessly, right? Because a lot of us do that. We're just in a hurry, we're eating, we're hungry. But this is really about taking that moment and enjoying the experience. There's something, I used to do that all the time when I lived by myself. I would just take enjoyment as though I was going out to a beautiful restaurant by myself and just enjoying the ambiance and enjoying the food and enjoying my company. I mean, it really was being present with that and enjoying that, and not just hurrying through to the next task. All right, and I'm going to pull one final card here from the Goddesses. What is their one best piece of advice for you, Divine Feminine, right now? What is their best message for you? Soulless bodies of water. Spending time near water can recharge your batteries. Very, very, very important for discharging electromagnetic energy, static electricity, stress, electromagnetic frequencies, toxins, everything. If you can go into the salt water, if you're here in the Northern Hemisphere where it's summertime and you can go to the beach or go to a lake, somewhere near running water, it's that energy that will bring you into the openness and the expansiveness of Divine Feminine. So very important. Very, very important. I know I've been going to the beach here lately in California because it's summer, and I don't go that often. I don't live very far, but because it's always, you know, parking and the whole project of getting everything. Do we have the snacks? Do we have all the gear? You know, like, it's just always a project. But then every time I get there and I get into the ocean and I lie down on the earth, I lie on the sand, it's like, why don't I come here every day of my life? It is so rejuvenating and healing and magical. So with that, hopefully that was helpful for you, Divine Feminines. If you'd like a private reading with me, then please do reach out. And again, do check out the Instagram page because there are Crystal Rose Insights. There are new things I post over there that I don't post here. So with that, I send you guys much love. Bye.